Hello, my name is Caleb Smith, party of one and the editor of the Rocket Miner. I'm coming to you today with our regular coronavirus update, or COVID-19. The biggest news we had to report at the Rocket Miner today came right as we were pinning down the front page of the print edition, and that's Governor Mark Gordon, working in concordance with the state health officer, issuing an order that prohibits gatherings of 10 people or more in a single room or confined space. Now, the order comes with many exceptions. I think the best way to outline what's currently allowed, what's limited, and where we still have some flexibility would be to go back to the order that was issued yesterday, on Thursday. That's when the governor and state health officer, Dr. Alexia Harris, issued an order that closed bars, it closed in-house dining at restaurants, it closed theaters, gymnasiums, and some childcare centers, in addition to schools. This new order does not close additional businesses, and it does not apply to gatherings at private residences. It does not apply to the number of people staying at a hotel or motel just simply for lodging purposes. It does not apply to government facilities or businesses. It does not apply to grocery stores. It does not apply to banks. It does not apply to retail or business establishments that can provide adequate social distance spacing of 6 feet or more. In general, it also exempts healthcare facilities, long-term care, or assisted living facilities that are already complying with Wyoming Department of Health and Centers for Disease Control and Prevention directives. Many of those entities are already complying with stricter protocols. In general, residents who have a question about the statewide orders are advised to contact their county health officer, which in Sweetwater County is Dr. Dean Station. When it comes to places like Memorial Hospital, Sweetwater County, they continue to revise and update their guidelines when it comes to visitation. Those at the hospital stress that right now visitation at Sweetwater Memorial is limited, as is the number of people that can accompany you to a doctor's appointment. Earlier today, the front doors of the hospital's main lobby were locked. At this point, visitors are asked to use the emergency room entrance. Those wanting to know more specifically about the restrictions and protocols, you can see them updated daily at the hospital's website, which is www.sweetwatermemorial.com. That's www.sweetwatermemorial.com. The hospital stresses that in this case, and the same is true of any of these other entities that are closing their doors to the public, are offering limited hours, that are offering specific hours, catering specifically to maybe the more susceptible portion of our population, like having senior hours. The goal is to keep people safe and healthy during the pandemic. Specifically at the hospital, the staff notes that this will make it easier for them to screen visitors and employees as they arrive. This is important because the numbers of coronavirus in Wyoming continue to climb. Right now, the number of reported cases in Wyoming, according to the Wyoming Department of Health website, is 22. That's a little bit higher number than what you'll see on the print edition of the Rocket Miner. Looking at the difference in numbers, that's an additional case in Teton County and the first case reported in Natrona County. To give you a case-by-case, county-by-county breakdown of those 22, that means it's right now the Department of Health reports that there's 1 case in Campbell County, 9 cases in Fremont County, 4 cases in Laramie County, the 1 case in Natrona County, 1 in Park County, 4 in Sheridan County, and 2 in Teton County. One of the things that I liked from the message we got today from Memorial Hospital updating us on their bits is that the message at the end, the concluding line was, stay safe and stop the spread. That's what we're all attempting to do right now. When it comes to these limitations that we have, right now we are blessed with flexibility with them. There are exceptions at this time. If you look at what's happened elsewhere, it's not out of the realm to imagine that some of those restrictions are going to go away. The thing that I would stress at this time is that we're trying to keep people safe and we want to stop the spread. The more we do that now, the lesser the price, the lives that we'll have to pay in the end. We're not going to get out of this unscathed. But right now, as individuals, we have the opportunity and responsibility to do what we can. So I'm just going to repeat that one last time, those words from Sweetwater Memorial. Stay safe, stop the spread. This has been Caleb Smith at the Rocket Miner newspaper, continuing to give you the most up-to-date information, advice, and encouragement that we can when it comes to coronavirus and our life in these changing times. I wish you a good night and good evening.